Alright guys, here we are on a Saturday morning, getting ready to board the ferry to go to Denia, which is on the mainland, and after that we're going to cross the peninsula and we're going to go all the way over to Tarifa. Yes, what an adventure. And yeah, now we're on the boat, boarded. First coffee of the day at 7 o'clock in the morning, and boarding was fine, and first stop Ibiza. The ferry is fast. It runs at mind-blowing 35 knots, and that's crazy fast for a 128 meter long and 28 meters wide ferry. Oh my. And here we see Ibiza briefly. We're in Denia now, getting ready to leave the ferry after some 5-6 hours trip. Here we are, maybe 2.5 hours away from Denia, where the ferry entered. And it's nice and sunny, 28.5 degrees. The roads are nice. We even got a glimpse of Sierra Nevada with snow still on the peaks. However nice roads, it's a long trip across the peninsula. Okay, here we are at Valdevaqueros camping after 16-17 hours driving and ferrying and stuff. It's nice to be in Tarifa. Yes, that feels good. And Diane is checking us in. Gonna go to the bungalow and get ready, prepare ourselves for hopefully to go wingfoil tomorrow. We're here at Tangana, Chiringuito right now. He's checking out the beach on this early morning. And what can you say? Looks promising. The first day was quite nice, not very strong wind. In the morning we went across the road to Valdevaqueros beach, and what a beach! Stay with me and you will see the transformation of this beach in the afternoon when the local riders are here. We did a stop in the Takoon shop in Tarifa to check out their gear. As you probably know, Takoon products are online only, except for this unique store. So we were curious what kind of stuff they had. It turned out they have great stuff, and the prices are great too. We did not have any plans to buy anything, but a board and almost a wing later, the new Takoon Wing Ultra with carbon handles was very light and felt right. And with a very competitive price of between 634 to 798 euros, sizes 3.5 to 7, it's very interesting. And with the carbon handles it makes it even more interesting. If you don't need the carbon handles, you can save 100 euros by buying with the soft handles. Regarding the boards, all carbon range from 4.8 to 5.6 with prices ranging between 960 and 1119. Finally, I ordered a new board, a 5.2 24.5. 80 liters. The shape and measurements spot on for the high aspect foils I'm riding. It will be delivered the week after we get back, and I'm very excited to try out this new board. Here are some facts about the Strait of Gibraltar and Tarifa. The Gibraltar Strait is only 13 kilometers wide, so we are very close to Africa. Gibraltar got its name after a Berber commander and was called Jabal al-Tariq, which means mountain of Tariq. The Spanish derivation of this Arabic phrase makes it Gibraltar. The port of Tarifa is named after another Berber leader named Tarif. Here we see Tarifa in the distance. We went in the water, but I did not have the camera with me this time. Tarifa is the place for to see a lot of mobile homes. You see them everywhere, and I mean everywhere. And here the sun is setting on a nice first day here in Tarifa. This is a day we will never forget. Mother Nature bringing it on. And she sure did. We got advice from experienced Tarifa riders like Fernando Salgado, Rip Spani and Ruben Salvatore to go northeast to be able to get into the water before the Strait of Gibraltar. And this is what met us. It's a lot of wind here! Here we are in Las Palmas, in Algeciras, not far from Tarifa. And today the weather forecast is anything but mild. 20-30 knots, gusts up to 40, and we went here because this will be the most quiet spot of them all, and it's not very quiet to say the least. It's blowing holy. It's windy, really windy, and we have no foilers in the water today, just windsurfing kites. So we'll have to have a second look to see if it's worth going in. It's a lot of waves, and Diane with a featherweight would be blown away if she would be on the board as well. Okay, let's have a look and see what we can do today. Or coffee sounds like a good idea, so nice.
Yes.
There were only kites and windsurfers in the water today. The kiters had 4 to 6 square meter sized kites, which is unbelievably small. This is the smallest I have ever seen. Anyway, we found a bar on the beach, had a coffee, and realized this is not a good day to go in the sea for us. We went back to Tarifa instead and for lunch with some friends. We have repeatedly got advice to try the Andalusian food, and it is famous for being very good. And it was. And in Tarifa it was even more windy. Gusts up to 61 knots. It's quite strong. Unbelievable. After lunch, a walk in the old town. Pretty little part of Tarifa with a lot of small alleys, white houses and small shops. So what are you doing here in Tarifa? Are you trying to buy an apartment?
Nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
40 square meters, that's nice.
Yeah, that's a good spot in there. Hey babe, are you okay in Tarifa? Is it windy? We had our hopes up that the following day would be calmer. And we are in Los Lances today, which is the beach, the long beach that ends up in Tarifa. And we are getting ready. Everywhere. And this is the beach. Here comes Diane. Yeah, we're looking forward to another good day here in Tarifa. If you want wind, Tarifa is the place without any problem. Great stuff here, good wind, sometimes even too much wind. And here we go. Diane on 3, I on 4, I with 4, and it's very windy on the beach. Yeah, definitely windy. It's going to be interesting to see today with the 899, 325, 78 liters limit wave. Yeah, and we're talking about 25 to 35, 38 knots. So we'll see how this goes. Guys, if you like this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, hit the subscribe button. And then hit the bell to get notified of new videos being released. Then you will be the first to get notified of them when I release them. And your support my work by making more and better videos. Alright guys, thanks a lot for your support. When we got into the water, the first 50 meters or so was quite alright, but further in it was very strong. The sensation of having the wind tearing in your wing and making it very unstable, and also the waves and the wind affecting me and the board, making it even more unstable. Wow, that's a lot on it. It was just too much. And I went in with great equipment for the conditions, but I wasn't up to speed with the gear, and therefore I suffered quite a lot. I was riding in 14 knots one time before 2 years ago in Mallorca. A storm came in without me knowing it was on its way. I went in with 17 knots and a 4-meter wing. After a while it was raining sideways and blowing 40 knots, and it was very complicated to ride with such a big wing in that strong wind. Mind you, I was the only one in the water riding with a foil. That experience I had helped me and made me being quite okay in these 40 knots wind. You just have to make sure you have the right equipment for the conditions. In the afternoon I went in with the Axis 90-liter board, the 5126, and the well-known 1099. Axis Art 1099. And I also changed the wing to a 3-meter. Then I was okay riding in 30-40 knots wind. Crazy. So, we learned a lesson today. Be more careful with the selection of gear in conditions you are not really familiar with. This is a lesson we all could use and we all could apply to have better session in water and try to avoid having to go back and change the gear or have suffering from a hard and really strenuous ride that we didn't really enjoy. It's not possible, huh? I can't do the board. I'm going to change the board and the board. The more stable stuff. Here we see David and later Helios riding in the afternoon. You learn and you adapt. We suffered in the beginning, but gradually we got used to riding with smaller wings and in strong wind. For us in Mallorca, these conditions are quite unusual, but a great experience. We got better and we fought through the strong winds, learning what material to use that works. Later you will see what the local pros are using when they ride here. Keep watching. Here we went to Valdevaqueros beach and Tangana Chiringuito to check out the atmosphere and the local riders. That was a lot of fun. On our last night, we went to Tarifa to eat, all of us, and this was the same time the town was preparing for the Easter parade. Great food, a bit windy and fresh, but the food kept us warm. A very nice evening. We went back to Valdevaqueros, Tangana beach the day we were going back to get a last ride in. We knew the wind was calming down, but we got a last strong wind ride in. Here we see Diane riding with a 2.5 meter wing that Wingfair lent us. Really nice. The best ride of the whole stay. Just look at the sand blowing away. Now we understand how the dunes at the end of the beach came about. The local riders here are on small gears, 2.5 meter wings, 50-60 liter boards and 700-800 square centimeter foils. Still, you can see that the wind is strong in the wings and even as this small size. I guess if you live here, you adapt to the conditions and you get used to it and you make the best of the situation and you get good rides in because this is what you have in your home ground. So that's why we see these guys having a blast and just enjoying themselves and riding in a way that is really, really cool. Oh well, anyway, we enjoyed Tarifa very much and we will be back. This was so great. Okay guys, this is Fredrik Ekmark from wingfoil_Mallorca signing off. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video. Stay safe.